Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Usha Kumari, Assistant Professor, Department of English. Today, we'll learn about the poem Shadwell. Uh, it is written by John Dryden. So, let's get started with the poem. All human things are subject to decay, and when the fate summons, monarch must obey. This Flecknoe found, who, like Augustus young, was called to empire and had gone long. In this poem, the poet says that uh, Shadwell or the Flecknoe, who is the emperor of the realm of nonsense or the kingdom of nonsense, when he grows old, he wants to choose one of his sons as his successor. And he chooses Shadwell because he is the most foolish of his sons. Because he want to, as we know, the name of the kingdom is nonsense. So he want to choose the son who is true to the name of this kingdom, and Shadwell was one of them. In the opening line, we see that the poet states a philosophical truth, and the truth says that all human beings are mortal. Fate, fate or death summons even emperors, and they have to obey it. Flecknoe, who is the emperor of this realm of kingdom of nonsense, realizes this fact, he remembers this fact, and like Roman King Augustus, he called the rule of the empire at an early age. He ruled for a long time, and after that he wants to retire from his kingdom, from his rule. So he decided to choose one of his sons as his successor. Besides, his goodly fabric fills the eye and seems designed for thoughtless majesty. Thoughtless, a monarch, oaks that shades the plain, and spread in solemn streets finely reign. Haywood and Shirley were but two types of these, though last great prophet of tautology. Here we can see that Flecknoe, who is the emperor of the realm of kingdom of nonsense, grows old and wants to choose one of his son as successor. So when he chooses Shadwell as his successor, he thinks that his son Shadwell resembles him most in stupidity. He never talks sensibly even by mistake. And he gives another reason: Shadwell's fat body easily attracts others' attention, and it appears that his fat body has been designed for a thoughtless royal figure. He compares his fat body to a huge oak tree which spreads over vast areas but without any activity. In the same way, Shadwell is foolish and useless person. Foolish writers like Haywood and Shirley were only shadows of Shadwell. And he calls Shadwell the prophet of repeating the same things, confusing them. Here, the word tautology means repeating the same things in different ways. So we can see that Dryden and Shadwell were two contemporaries. One, Shadwell wrote a satirical poem about Dryden, and he provoked him. Shadwell paid in the same coin by writing his poem Shadwell, and he satirizes Shadwell's poetic capabilities. He even invents humorous positions describing Shadwell as the prince of the empire of nonsense. Flecknoe was the ruler of the empire of nonsense. When he grew old, wanted to appoint a successor to him, as we have already learned about this. And Shadwell was chosen as a suitable ruler for this task because he only could wage a continuous battle against wisdom. Shadwell resembles him most in foolishness and never departed from nonsense. In this way, Dryden attacks the fatness of Shadwell, and one of the reason for which Flecknoe gave for choosing Shadwell his successor was that he was very fat, his body looked at once attracted others' attention, and his appearance suited foolish dignity. Flecknoe compares him to an oak tree, and in this comparison, we see that it this tree is vast but useless. This is the vanity of this tree. In the same way, Shadwell was very fat but was utterly foolish. In this way, we can find that this poem is a bitter satire on Shadwell, and the poet attacks his poor poetic capabilities as well as his fat body. So, this is personal as well as literary comment, satire on Shadwell. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.